having dealt with the public my whole life, traveled around a bit, met a lot of people, and of course, I've had to deal with a lot of real assholes. I've grown to have more empathy for police and law enforcement and people who deal exclusively, most of the time, with only assholes, because they eventually become cynical and aggressive, like way too like as if they're in a war zone, like which I get it, but that's not protecting our safety. That makes for more hostility in our community and over. I don't want to say. It, I guess I would say over taxation of the public through ticketing and our over penalization and utilization of the justice system, which penalizes the poor unproportionately to the rich. Okay, and has nothing to do with safety. It has to do with making law enforcement into like a business where they have to get like a quota on amount of this to show that, And then they have now the cameras and oh my God, well it's on camera. There's nothing I can do. I mean, come on, dude. At a certain point, you got to be. It has there, and I guess that's why the human element comes in. But I thought about what if AI suddenly started to be like, hey, you know what? Your whole society needs to change fundamentally. How about this? We replace, I mean, imagine, I was in the supermarket and there was a robot walking around. There was a robot in the supermarket and it says, oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry about that. I'm just stocking the shelf. I turned around and I said, it has happened. But not for nothing, there's an art to like dealing with an EDP, an emotionally disturbed person, or a perp or suspect that you're about to arrest, and it's required by law you handcuff them or hog time with those things. But there's a technique with the handcuffs, and I've experienced it myself, and I've always wondered if this is something they train them in the academy over there. For cuffs, you just like all of a sudden somebody's like totally unsuspecting, and then just on their wrist, and oh, next thing you know, like you're in handcuffs. I've seen this kind of technique like that. It's pretty wild. Like it's like a special kind of handcuff, you know. I guess maybe it's not available to the police. Maybe only. I think some. Yeah, no, they probably have it. I don't know. I could be wrong to some kind of shit. And then they have some kind of rope now too. They have like a thing, like a. It's almost like exactly for animals. You know, you just, you know, someone's just, you don't really know, and all of a sudden, oh shit, you know, kind of, and then you electrocute them and shit. You know, I mean, man, there's all sorts of non-lethal shit out there. So I get it though, because I would be very trigger happy if I had to deal with assholes. Imagine people that deal like that, assholes. You know, like, I deal with a lot of assholes, you know, in my life, but it's like, oh shit, I'm on call today for the, then you got the guy that has to deal with the ultra assholes. Oh yeah, I'm on call for the super bad motherfucker. And I guess it'll make you like have a bad day linger over into another bad day. Become cynical if you do that for 5 or 6 years. And that's about the cutoff limit when you go from making $75K to like $125 and more, getting that gold badge detective. You know, unless of course you get like, you know, all businesses grandfathered in because you're pappy and your granddaddy and this, you know, you're just naturally, you know, numb to doing that type of work because you grew up like that. You know, and that's, I got a lot of respect for that, and to a certain extent when the Romans did it too. And, you know, why wouldn't the Irish, especially since they were conquered by the Romans? You know, it's a God's honest truth. It's so interesting having a DNA test and talking about people and seeing their reaction. I'm like, yeah, I'm 99% European, 1.7%. That's not true. 98 something % European, 1.7% Coptic Egyptian, and I have absolutely no Jewish DNA in my body at all. There's no trace of any ancestry in Israel or even in that region. However, there's 60,000 years ago, my ancestors from Austria going to California and coming back, and Polish, and I'm related to Marie Antoinette. She's a direct ancestor and some pharaoh that left Egypt. And I'm saying to myself, well, why don't I have Western African DNA? Why don't I have East African DNA? Why do I look this way? I also have Icelandic in me. Icelandic, German, Polish, French, 30% Italian. Yeah! Italian. And I got like a 0.5% Korean apparently, and Slovenian and Croatian. Croatian, and yeah, I don't have a single drop of Irish blood in my body. Well, we all Irish, hey, especially on the South there, hey, buddy. No, I look that way, but Once I open my mouth, the Irish folks always on one of us. It's like, you know, be part of the Cop Cup Donut Shop Club, you know, off the block. I swear to God, go up here. And it's like, it's kind of funny when you like, go to school and you go, like, wait, that's that kid, he's a cop. What the fuck? And it's like, that's the kid of the cop, now he's a cop. Well, I've seen that today, folks. I've seen it happen. And I'm here to say, God bless you all. Or God bless America. Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. Yeah, I'd be that trigger happy dude. And you know what? Hey, bam! That's it. Splat, you're done, you know. Saved us a lot of money on taxes too, so, you know, hands off to cats who are capable of doing that, because can you imagine being that? You know, it's like, man, everybody's an asshole, everybody's a perp, you know? And it'll make you fucking, you know, it's especially with soldiers who've had to deal with combat, going house to house, not for a couple of days, weeks, but for years. House to house, boom, boom, fight that, boom, 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 get that guy, hold you, boom, boom, for, you can imagine? And you come back like a gerbil, like, you know, freaked out, you know? May you all have a great Super Bowl. Woo-hoo. I kind of want the 49ers to win. Yeah.